Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for August 18th, 2014. And I'll draw Tree Magic card or cards by Gillian Kemp and some chicken cards. Surprises. Fun. The magnolia tree. And it says, hope, health, love, and happiness, and the promise of all that springtime brings. Okay. So we have Patia Arcana. And Rhea. So I'm going to draw one more right away for these two because they're both kind of similar. So let's see. Ha. And ha ha ha. Ooh. My baby. Okay. And Tang. Melba, and Akasha Noche. Okay, so okay, looks like we're dealing with some drama in our life, and there's kind of the pressures of society, the complex dynamics that, make everything go chaotic and crazy, and a real coming into our own here and having our strength kind of has been going along with the readings we've been getting. We have 2 4s here that's sticking out to me, which is very stable and balanced, and double number, which is really kind of a firm, an extra firm footing. Like both feet are firmly planted here. So, and we have this side is really about kind of coming into our own. Really being solid and clear in who we are and what we surround ourselves with and what our life is all about, what we are creating in the world and what belongs with us in our creations. So, and we do have past love coming back. So, a lot of times when we get our game on, when we get on our highs in life, when we're, free sailing, that's when things really, as we're solid and stable in ourselves, things come back to us, and we're solid and stable for everybody. So it's like very inviting for energies to return, the positive energies. So it's funny because both of these are kind of energies returning. This is about you yourself bringing the energies back, and in your soul, in your mind, in your aura, bringing those energies back, and feeling them, being in them, and even if you don't have the great times or the people around you that you have memories of, you can still surround yourself with those energies even if you're alone. And Akasha Noche here is really about that soul seeking and soul being, where you're at one with the universe and the world around you, and very kind of rooted in yourself to your, divine right to your existence. And, I named her after the Akashic records and having your place in the story of, the whole human race, your individual place within this larger story. and also noche, which is Spanish for night, and being at night with the stars, and just really remembering our eternal nature, and the part of us that just always belongs, that is home within this universe. And it's funny because I think about the Tang. It was kind of waking day, bringing this back in your waking day, and these two can merge where even though I named her after that moment at night with the universe, being with the stars, it's also, you can make that with the Tang, that sweet memory, the sweet kind of nature, not nature, but yeah, I mean, your relationship with nature, you're fitting in with the world around you. You bring that to you when you're alone. Like I think about when I'm with my chickens, and I can go a couple days without, hanging out with friends, and I'm just kind of being by myself with the chickens. And in that time, I feel like everything is so present with me, and it's this feeling that I have at night, but it's daytime, where, I have those energies present in my life, even if they're not actually physically there, So it's like you can still have the joy and the happiness, and know that at any moment you can, interact with people, or, go have your life where you actually experience it with other people. But you can just, experience it on your own also, just in your own space, in a lot of Tang is, going on travel, and, just experiencing the world, going to, a beautiful lake, or going to the ocean, or going, doing something that makes your life rich in experience, really rich in your enjoyment of moment to moment. And then Melba is about, that love that's meant to be with you returns in your life. So it's almost like, okay, well, we can do this on our own. And then again, when the moment presents itself, we can experience it with other people and have this happiness shared. And then on this side, I started out with this side because this side is just like drama. Okay, we have Batia Arcana, which is, all sorts of stuff uncomfortable around you, things in the dark you can't really see, you don't really know what's going on. They have that expression, blind as a bat, but the thing is that they can sense and feel everything, and supposedly they actually have excellent eyesight anyway. But the thing is that it's not just that they're relying on their eyesight, they're really relying on sonar and sound, and the sensory awareness, where in the dark, when you can't see everything like you would like to, you can still feel things just by sensing them, and it's also about being in that cave and that inner world, and keeping yourself safe also to sleep. When you're at rest, you're protected in a safe place in the earth, very grounded, and then when you go out into the world, whatever you can't see, you can navigate anyway. And Rhea is the sorceress. She represents the Welsh goddess who was framed and blamed and had her kids, or her child murdered, and then by some evil women, that wanted to, destroy her, get her out of the way. So they killed her child, and then they framed it and made it look like she did it. And she was really persecuted for a long time, but eventually the evidence presented itself, and she was cleared. And through this whole experience, she gained a lot of wisdom and insight, and she, was able to take her experience and really put it to use in a very rich and real way, where she became the head priestess and the lady of the lake, and became a very, very powerful leader for other people in their struggles. And she had this sense of strength and calm and peace within her always. So she's a very strong woman. And this is a queen, and the queen is always like, taking care and being there for everybody. So it's also about information surfacing that kind of clears your name, but just still, someone who goes through the worst of the worst and still keeps her power and keeps her integrity and her dignity and her sense of awareness, and really is able to manage like the worst energies that anyone could really imagine. And she can handle those and take them all in stride with her level of wisdom and confidence and connection to the universe, where no matter what happens, she has that calm and peacefulness within her, that she knows everything's okay. She knows that she's a part of this universe, and she's a part of a divine play that's working itself out through the dramas. And she really stays separate from the lower negative energies no matter what. And she is a green-blue egg layer, so she's a very special when she has her babies, when she has her creations, when she has her gifts of nourishment for the world around them. It's very healing. It's green-blue egg. It's very powerful and different and special in a way. So, and then we have ha 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 here, which is getting over past trauma and really getting over chronic stress, chronic issues, and moving beyond them and laughing. It's the concept of laughter, where things don't bother you, and it's like you have that such an objective perspective on things that you see yourself in context of the whole, and the whole thing is kind of funny when you step back and look at it. So this is really about no matter what's going on around us, we're beyond it. We're okay. We're taking it all in stride. It's not getting to us at all. And this is also kind of a surprise too. Oh, and you know what? I forgot that's our middle theme, but I wanted to say there's like a surprise or a twist in the story where things actually turn around. When you turn your energy around and you can be beyond it and laugh and not get caught up in things, then with that, it actually turns the energy around. I talked about in the lectures on the psychopathology, the more calm you stay and the more relaxed you stay, and the kind of the you don't let anyone press your buttons, you stay beyond everything. That's when the people start to act out more and more and more, and you get to see that super freak show where they expose themselves, they expose their psychology, because they're doing everything to get attention, they're doing everything to get to get that drama going. They want that fight. If you're not fighting with them, they're going to do everything they can and make themselves look so ridiculous in trying to get a fight going, because that's the way they relate to people, is through fighting. And this is about refusing to fight, knowing the game, knowing the buttons, and not letting yourself be a part of that game. You're beyond it, and it's you're not gonna go back and forth on that level, and then when you're beyond it, and I talked, I think yesterday, about that conserving of that energy, that fighting energy, so then when something really happens, you're there, you got it. It's like you're not gonna get bogged down in the pettiness, but at the same time, you're not going to let something go unnoticed or go unchecked. You'll still keep everything in line, and really kind of, if something does get extreme, you're on it. So you don't let the extremes really happen, but you let them, go through their whole, exposing of psychology and acting out their dramas, and let them, have their own play by themselves. and in that, when they start acting all that stuff out, it's almost like information. So everybody starts looking at this person like, whoa, what's wrong with this person? And this person is showing their psychology to everybody, acting it out more and more and more, because they can't fight with you, so they have to figure out a way to channel this crazy energy somewhere. So, by eliminating the opponent, it's almost like you eliminate yourself as the opponent, and you let them, go try and find something on that level of mindset and drama that they're constantly in. And if they can't connect with you in that level, then they'll just start really putting it out there everywhere and trying to, figure out a way to, still keep that going for themselves. And it's clear that this is what's going on with this person, or who this person is, because you have disengaged. You're beyond it. You're laughing. That's the laughter. That's the joke. Ha ha ha. That's my chicken. Ha ha ha. So you just gotta be beyond it all. Know that you can field everything. Know that you're more powerful than the drama. You can stay beyond it, and you can allow it to, the information to surface for everybody to see. And you have that ultimate power, and you have that nature of, really existing strong in your own element beyond anything lower, petty, or negative. But, this is about, as things turn around, everything starts surprising you for, not just when a person exposes themselves in surprises, but then that totally shifts the energy, and there's a lot of other surprises, like the story that's hidden, the story that's in the dark starts to surface, because it's no longer oppressed, and it's no longer investing its time with that drama. So when the drama starts to separate from people who don't want to be a part of it, the stories start to both good, the enlightenment, the stories of people's hearts, or experiences, or what's really going on, surfaces also in conjunction with whatever craziness is also surfacing. But the realization of who people are, and the good and the beautiful stories surface along with the exposure of the ugly. So this is really about things definitely surfacing. We're getting over things. We're being beyond it. And then on this side, this is like totally different energy. This is like, okay, this is what you're like dealing with, and how things are changing and moving for you. And then this is like your inner quiet, beautiful life that has nothing to do with this stuff. This is like when you become the lady of the lake. This is your lady of the lake life, where it's just full of that magic and that beauty and that the mysticism. And even the surprises in terms of this one, this is like surprises in your own beautiful reality, things that start happening for you, and love returning, and just experiences with existence on a level that is not contaminated, or polluted or anything. It's just really pure and beautiful. So anyway, get ready for some surprises, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching.